Today is Sunday, May 25th, 2014. This is just an update on the medical murder of my life. I am forbidden to seek out any type of help, any type of treatments. I have one kidney, and they've done a pretty good job of damaging it. And it is an incredible battle trying to keep this kidney going and functioning as much as possible. The fluid weight all over being distributed through my body. You see this? I don't normally have this. Normally I'm more like this. But the fluid building up, that's all fluid. I've got about 40 pounds on me. The doctor, who is also my mother's doctor, is playing very serious games. Writes out x-ray test to be done on a prescription, hands it to us and says, well, you can get this done at your leisure. It takes, well, the normal protocol for ordering radiological diagnostic test procedures is that the doctor's office calls that in. And my mom has a narrowing in her throat, and basically they told us that what we have to do is personally drive to the hospital that can do the procedure, which is a good journey from here, that we would have to take the script to that hospital. Then they would fax it onto a place in Arkansas. Then they would contact Clinton Hospital, and then Clinton Hospital will call us when the appointment is made, instead of the doctor's office calling the hospital and ordering the test, and we would have the appointment made right away. My mother, has been going downhill. They've been attacking her just as much as they've been attacking me. The carcinoma has progressed in the sense that I have more of the inner lining of the colon sloughing off. It feels like that there more than likely is metastasis that has occurred in the left hip. I am having more and more severe pain with it. Another attempt made on my life on April 17, 2014, which you can look up on Zofran, the cardiac killer. They may not have killed me, but they darn sure did damage. There are two pain medications that have always worked very well for me, which has always been my regimen. MS-Contin. Now, MS-Contin is an excellent pain management mercy medicine, is what I call pain medicine. Mercy medicine. It has always worked very, very well. It is what has absolutely allowed me to be on my feet and make the type of recoveries that I have made, be able to continue on. MS-Contin, especially when you have been on it for a little while, that is a medication that is never ever to abruptly be stopped. You do not just stop it, because the Purdue Pharmaceutical Company, which is, I'm very thankful to have Purdue Pharmaceutical Company. I have a a binding legal paper with them, agreement, that I will most certainly, wherever they want me to go, whoever they want me to talk to, doesn't matter whether it's doctors or news reporters or magazines, it doesn't matter, or even TV or electronic media, that I would share my story about how I was basically held prisoner to my pain after I had a very traumatic surgery that on a tumor that destroyed my medical career, getting my doctorates in gastroenterology and radiology. I finally found a doctor who diagnosed the complications to craniotomies, which is trigeminal nerve pain, trigeminal neuralgia. It was 100 milligrams of time-release MS-Contin. I went from nearly 8 years being down in bed, down on the couch, down in the chair, to my home, to literally go to full color in life. And I fought my way back, teaching myself the English language and how to formulate words into sentences, and some things to learn how to respell. I taught myself. MS-Contin is also a very excellent pain management in spinal injuries. All the doctors know this, but yet we have to fight so hard to have what they know that they should be giving to such victims. So they have gone after the MS-Contin to abruptly stop it, but fortunately I was able to get a little bit of a stockpile. I was told that it would take me a year to be able to come off the MS-Contin, so you know that's they went after that with two different doctors. A doctor that I was seeing for a few years, the staff caused the problems. Always, it was the MS-Contin that was always not being wrote out correctly. When I went to this new doctor, the first thing he said to me was, "We're not mixing medications." So it was a choice between the MS-Contin and one that I would have to go to the emergency room to get, which is Demerol, and it, name brand. Don't go with the meperidine, name brand. And that has a lot more problems with the kidney, but I can manage my pain better with the Demerol than the MS-Contin. There has been, I've had people tell me that Paul Harvey once said, if you want to get away with murder, move to Beckham County, Oklahoma. I am documenting this, my murder, and put it on the internet, not only to show that that was very true, but also to show that for these kids that I fought for, and a couple of these kids who died, who were murdered, all because they wanted to not live like abandoned stock animals. And I couldn't take it, and I wasn't about to turn my back on them. What they were doing to them, I was not going to stop fighting, and I haven't. And it's probably going to take my life, but by God, I'm going to get this out on the internet, and people are going to know what they did. And I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here. You pass this around and let people know what they're